What's up YouTube? Falcon here again. Today I'm working on a '07 Ford Expedition. Now basically gonna do a transmission flush, but what I want to show you guys is how to actually check the transmission fluid level on these vehicles. Now as you can see, there is no dipstick, so we actually have to go down there, get a dip. It does have a dipstick, but it's like 5 inches long, so you gotta go down there and check it out. And as far as for you being able to fit down there, you gotta raise up the car, but you gotta make sure that it's level. So you gotta raise the front and the back, and you gotta make sure that it's completely level, and that way we can go down there and check it out. Now to check the actual fluid, the car needs to be in park, car on, at idle, and of course you gotta let it come up to temperature. Now it's gonna be hot down there and stuff like that, and you probably won't be able to hear me with the car on, so I'm just gonna show you guys with the car off down there the way it looks. And we are gonna need a 19mm ratchet to take off the nut that he has down there, so I'll show you guys. Alright, here we are under the vehicle. We're actually on the passenger side. This is the cat right here, so this is gonna be very hot, so you gotta be careful with this not to touch it or you're gonna get burned real bad. This is the nut that we gotta take off right here, so let me get my 19mm. Okay, so here it is. Now I had already taken this off earlier, so but then I decided to show you guys. So you're gonna take it off. Now you might hear some hissing or some oil might come out of here, just because, you know, just pressure and stuff. So you're gonna take it off and it's gonna come out. Let me leave it in there. This is actually hollow, and when you take it off, it usually comes out with this. Now this is the actual dipstick that you're gonna be checking it with. So when the car is at idle, car on, at idle, in park, and make sure that it's straight even, this is the dipstick right here. So let me clean it up and show you guys how it actually looks. But basically when it's on, you want to check it with this dipstick without the nut that it has on top, that way you can get it in and out quickly. So you're gonna get in there, all the way in, stuff it in there, then pull it out, and then check it to see where it's at and where it needs to be. If you need to add some more, you're gonna have to do it in the same hole. So same thing, at idle, in park, you're gonna have to grab like a little pump, maybe with a hose, and curve it in there to get it in there. But let me clean this up and show you guys. Alright, here's the dipstick. Just remove stick from cap before use. So that's what I was telling you, just take that nut off. And it says right here, check hot, idling in park. So same thing that I was telling you. These are the marks right there that you want to check for where the oil needs to be when it's hot. This is the pump that I usually use for these kind of jobs. You know, put it in there, and this one I usually put oil in one of these containers, put the oil in there, and then pump it in there as I need it. As far as putting the oil in there, now like I said, at idle is gonna be hot, especially right next to that cat. So yeah, you want to stuff it with oil at the beginning. Just fill it up as much as you can till it starts pouring out. Then you turn the car on. Once it's on, it's gonna start sucking up the oil through the filter, so that level is actually gonna go down. So then you wanna, you know, very carefully still keep pumping more oil in there, and then eventually take the little pump off, and then you want to squeeze your hand in there. You want to squeeze your hand, you know, very carefully, and you know, start checking the level while the car is on. It has to be on because as the car is on, it's going to be sucking oil through the oil filter on the transmission. So technically speaking, there's going to be oil on top of the transmission, so you don't want to just take the level of it when the car is off, because there should be some oil on top of the transmission. So there you go. Hope it helps somebody, and don't forget a thumbs up, subscribe guys.